Welcome to day 2 here in the Global Basketball Summer League. I'm Nick Mattis along with my co-host and my color man here, Nick Anastas, and our sideline reporter today will be Todd Bonneke. And we're going to start off here today with the first game. It's a loser's bracket game between the Greek Connection and the French Pro-Am. Right now we're going to send it over to Todd Bonneke, and he's got a little interview going here with Manu Schmidt, the coach for the French Pro-Am.
Coach Schmidt, I know you've been coming here for about 3 years or so. What's been the value for you, and how have you enjoyed your stay the last 3 years?
It's always interesting to be here and see players and meet everybody, other coaches. So that's an important part of the job to be here and scout players.
About the quality of the games, the basketball that you're watching.
About the quality here, we just started yesterday, with a short practice, so it's not easy to bring a collective game, but that's what we try to help the players to show their skills.
I would imagine the tough challenge really is you want these guys to shine individually, but you also want some cohesion and some gelling, and you want these guys to play as a team.
Yeah, we want to, as a coach, what we want to see is how they can adjust and show their strengths, individual strengths, but not breaking all of the plays and play by themselves. So that's the adaptation, which is the most important.
I know you've been around the block a long time. It was a tough loss yesterday in Game 1, just a 1-point loss. How do you bounce back? What's the mentality of your team today?
It's just to make the players understand that we make stupid mistakes on defense, lack of aggressivity during some periods, and on offense sometimes we play too much, break the offense too much and play too much selfish, and that just to adjust and correct those points.
How impressed are you with the team that you drafted and the guys that you have to work with?
Hey, I mean, they have good intention. They wanna prove. They wanna show. So maybe it's a little bit they exciting. Maybe a little bit too much. So they just have to calm down and see how they show how they can adjust, how they can make the right decision defensively and offensively. And this is the most important.
I was really impressed with Jeff Kobe, among others, on your team yesterday. Real good size, great defense, good hands. Is he one of your stars?
I don't know if he's one of the stars, but he showed some interesting skills. But okay, we will see today if he can do the same, the same way.
You coached in France and in Switzerland. Who has the better chocolate?
For sure. No, Switzerland chocolate. But for the rest, I'm French, so this is my country. But I also really like Switzerland.
But the wine is the best in France, correct?
The wine is not bad.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Manu Schmidt, head coach of French Pro-Am, looking to get back on the winning track here this morning in game number 1. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Todd Bonneke and Coach Manu Schmidt from the French Pro-Am.
Thank you, bud.
Well, Nick, today we've got a matchup of the two teams that lost their first round games yesterday, and the Desert Storm defeated the Greek Connect 86-85 in Game 1, and that was a great, fantastic start to the tournament. Came down to the last 3 seconds. A shot was made there by the Desert Storm player Victor Bermudez and defeated the Greek Connect. They had an option at the end of the game, but the play they ran wasn't really a play that they had a good chance to score on. And Coach Linus Gabriel is here now, and he wants to get this team in the winner's bracket in Game 2.
Yeah, tough loss yesterday. A back-and-forth game the entire way. It really came down to the last possession, and unfortunately somebody had to lose. And, boy, 86-85, it was good pace to that game, good scoring, and a nice near double-double from the big man, Cullen Russo, formerly of Fresno State for the Greek Connect, 17 points and 9 rebounds. He'll be a player to watch today to try and help Coach Gabriel get his first win this season in the tournament.
Yep. And in their first game yesterday, the French Pro-Am, coached by Manu Schmidt, lost to Scouting for You 90-85. And that was another game that went right down to the final possessions of the game. So both these teams had narrow losses in their first round and would love to come out and get a victory here in game number 2 here of the tournament. Yeah,
we mentioned Russo as the big man to watch on the Greek Connect squad. Well, Jeff Kobe had a pretty good performance yesterday, the former Columbia Lion. captured a double-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds, did it quietly, kind of workmanlike. He'll be fun to watch today. And another kid, 21 points yesterday, Damian Young, formerly of Valdosta State. So there's some scoring power, some scoring punch on this French squad, and it looks like on paper at least these two squads are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Game 2 will be the winner's bracket first game. That'll be the Nevada Desert Storm versus Scouting for You. Game 3 will be another loser's bracket game. The Canada Stars versus Windsor Express. The Canada Stars were defeated by Point Streak 82-79. And they will then play, the Game 4 will be the winner's bracket between Point Streak and Finnish Select. Finnish Select defeated the Windsor Express, 95-66. We're going to have the national anthem now. That's the national anthem here, and we got on the PA announcer, we got Adam Evans here from the Global Summer Basketball League. And again, I'm Nick Mattis with my partner here, Nick Anastas. Our sideline reporter will be Todd Bonacki. On my right here is Matt Fowler. Matt's going to be working the shot clock and the game timer. So again, thank you for joining us here at the Doolittle Community Center here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Day 2, for the Summer Global Basketball League. And the referees for today's game, the crew chief will be Ryan Sisano. His mates will be Ryan Jones and Carlos Peralta. Yesterday, the referees did a very good job of controlling all the games. This is a showcase for these players to come here, get an option to play on different teams. They don't get to practice very much when they're here, so if the game starts out a little bit, the pace and space of the game a lot of times will determine how these teams are going to do. So we're getting ready for the tip-off here. In the white, we've got the French Pro-Am in the right, going from right to left. The Greek Connect will be in the purple. Errant pass goes out of bounds. Turnover. Greek Connect will take it out, side out.
Both teams opening up at a man-to-man defensively. That seems like the go-to defense of the tournament.
Ray Anderson passes it in. Neil Bria makes a bad pass in the post. Stolen. Laid up and in. Kendall Williams.
Well, again, you talked about pace and space. The pace has been up-tempo. No matter which team we've seen, which of these 8 squads, they both look to run and gun. Isn't that the old saying? And that's held true so far here for the Greek Connect squad.
Neil Bria misses a three-pointer. Rebounded again by Kendall Williams. Brings it up for the French Pro-Am. Nice fake. Contact, foul called. Jeff Kobe got fouled as he went up strong to the basket. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots here.
And we highlighted Kobe's performance yesterday in the pregame show. 22 points, 11 rebounds, and a tough losing effort against Scouting for You. But this is a guy not really known for his scoring during his days with Columbia, just 6 points and 5 rebounds. But seems like he's come out of his shell, so to speak, at least based on yesterday's performance, and should be a key guy to watch today for sure for the home team in white, the French Pro-Am.
6'8". He's got great size.
Yeah.
He was able to shoot some three-pointers yesterday, made 2 3-pointers in the game yesterday, so he can do it all. Total package. First free throw was good, second one's off the rim. French Pro-Am was able to get the rebound. Going to get his second opportunity here. Nice pass into Glenn. Stolen by Neil Bria. Passes to Ray Anderson. Shot missed, but goes off Kobe out of bounds. French Connect will get possession of the ball underneath the basket. 8:38 left here in the first quarter. Game 1 here on game day number 2 here in the Global Basketball Summer League. French Connect 3. French Pro-Am 3. Greek Connect nothing right now. Ray Anderson setting up the offense, takes a two-pointer off the rim. Errant pass goes out of bounds there.
Both teams trying to find their sea legs here early on, Nick. It's commonplace for players who have not played together very long, and we talked about it. These guys just rolled up 2 days ago and rolled the ball on the floor basically yesterday, but it's going to take a while for chemistry, and sometimes that's going to lead to an extra amount of turnovers.
Three-point shot is good by Neil Bria from the corner pocket. Assist goes to Ray Anderson. That ties the game at 3.
Yeah, Bria's got range.
Brian Burdine, a long two-point shot. Greek Connect 5. French Pro-Am 3. Russo with a long three-pointer. Nate Taylor with the rebound. Back to Nate. Nice pass underneath. Kobe going to the basket, gets fouled. Giovanni De Jesus had to defend that shot. Did a good job of making sure that Kobe wasn't going to get the easy layup and forces him to go to the free throw line and make 2 free throws.
Yeah, you mentioned Nate Taylor's name, number 4 in white. Versatile player, good upper frame, put it on the floor, can rebound the ball, and as we just saw, a nice pass as well. He's a distributor, setting up Kobe underneath the basketball, or underneath the basket. I think Taylor is going to have to be a key today for the French Pro-Am team to move on.
I think you're exactly right about that. And what I love about games like this, Nick, is that fundamentals really come in play. You haven't played with the teammates very much. If you have good fundamentals, you play good defense, pass the ball to somebody that has a better shot than you, I think that's going to bode well for your team and make you look good out here, because the idea is to look good. This is showcase. Both free throws made by Jeff Kobe.
Yep. And now again, Taylor on the defensive end matching up with a shooting guard here, but we've seen him guard some bigs off the scritch as well.
There's Bria. Long two-pointer, just inside the three-point line.
He only took 3 shots yesterday in 35 minutes. He's taken 2 within 3 minutes today. It looks like Bria, who's a good fundamental shooter, is looking to get his shot up and often early here.
French Pro-Am on offense here in the white. Kobe with the turnaround jumper, nothing but net. Kobe's off to a great start here.
We got an immediate timeout here.
6 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first quarter. That is the media timeout. French Connection 5. Greek Connect 9. Well, so far in the game's starting to slow down a little bit. The teams are getting a little bit stronger with the basketball. Started out, like you mentioned, I think the sea legs are, I like that when you said sea legs, Nick. That was very good. There are teams that are traveling from Europe and overseas here, and yesterday the games were played pretty good pace yesterday in the games. I enjoyed it. Most of the games were up near 100 points, a lot of the teams, so everybody's shooting the basketball really well, and the defense is what I'm impressed with right now. A lot of teams are really giving a lot of effort on defense, and sometimes you get in tournaments like this and people don't want to give it up on defense.
Right.
So the defensive tenacity will show here. This is a showcase for the players, for the referees, for us here at the media booth. Everybody's here to try to get themselves established as professionals at some point in time. And last year in the and I want to give a lot of props to Daryl Reshaw. Daryl Reshaw, the executive director here of Global Basketball Summer League. This is the 10th season that this has been going on, and there's been over 600 players and other people that have been involved in this that have gotten signed as professionals through this, and it's a great opportunity. The format's so good for people to come here and get to showcase. There's lots of scouts and a lot of people. Okay, we're back in on the action here. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. traveling called there on Ray Anderson. Was it traveling or a turnover there? Because he had the ball and he was dribbling. Maybe on the first step?
Yeah, I think they got him on that first step, exactly. Calling it a little tighter here today maybe than yesterday.
French Pro-Am bringing it up here. Brian Burdine with the ball. Gets the ball inside to Glenn. Ball goes off of Glenn's foot out of bounds. Glenn Verdonga, 6'7", 230 pounds there. Tried to drive baseline ball, just went off his foot and out of bounds. Now he's out top. There's Ray Anderson. Swings the ball. Nice ball movement here by the Greek Connect. Three-point attempt off the front rim. Here comes the French Pro-Am. Another shot off the front rim. So far, Nick, the shooting's a little bit off. The percentage is down right now.
Yeah, the players haven't really looked to move the basketball too much either. It's been basically one or two passes and the shot has gone up, something that perhaps doesn't sit well with either Coach Schmidt or Coach Gavriel. But again, as this game goes on, guys become more comfortable with each other. We should see the ball move around the floor a little bit more. There's a good pass.
Shot missed by Giovanni De Jesus. Here come the French Pro-Am, three-point attempt.
There you go.
Nothing but net. Brian Burdine pulled up on a dime there. No change left over. Neil Bria steps back, not quite a three-pointer. It's a long two-pointer off the front rim. French stolen. Kendall Williams lays it in. Beautiful anticipation by Kendall Williams right there.
Yep, jumped the passing lane, saw it coming, and leads to an uncontested layup. Meanwhile, 9-point lead here, slowly developed by French Pro-Am over the last minute or two.
There's a foul called there.
Yeah, here's the guy they got to get going, Cullen Russo. We saw him yesterday. He was terrific, 17 points, 9 rebounds against Desert. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, but I think that was his first shot attempt here. It comes nearly midway through the first quarter. They got to get him going on the offensive end.
I don't have to often correct you, Nick, and you're precisely right. It's his first shot. He did sprain his ankle yesterday in the game. He was able to come back and return in the game. And
yep. Yeah, in fairness, perhaps not quite 100%, less than 24 hours later. It could be something that's still bothering him. Maybe we can get Todd Benacki to check into that. But either way, I think they got to feed him the basketball, at least early, to see what he is capable of here this morning.
Yeah, he's a special player. There's no doubt. We can see that he's an elevation sensation. He can get off the court. He's got range. We saw him make a couple of three-pointers in yesterday's game, and he was a big difference in the game. When he went out in the first half and returned, it was a big lift for the Greek Connect. Yeah. They had an opportunity to win the game. Obviously, with 3 seconds left, Victor Bermudez of Desert Storm buried a nice shot, a 15-footer. So the game was very tight, and Russo had a lot to do with that. Yeah,
Russo played for Fresno State, put up respectable numbers there for the Bulldogs, and again, we'll see how involved he is offensively.
Excellent drive by Jermaine Queen, who just came in the game here for the French Pro-Am, drives to the hoop, gets the shot up amongst the Sequoias, and banks it off the backboard, off the glass. 16-7 here, 4 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Greek Connect with the lead. Ray Anderson pulls up at the 13-foot left elbow and buries it. Here comes the French Pro-Am. Ray Anderson with a nice drive and layup, and it's good.
Now we're starting to see how dynamic Anderson can be, showcasing the mid-range J on the previous possession here, using the athleticism to beat the defense down the floor. Anderson, another guy capable of getting his numbers. Only 7 points yesterday on a tough shooting day, a 2 of 11. But if he's feeling it, he could be a big asset.
Ball stolen here. Here come the Greek Connect. Foul called on the drive.
Well, good effort by Taylor to try and draw the charge. He was outside the restricted area. Just moving a little bit there, and Taylor, who picked up, I believe, a technical yesterday, already in the ear of the official here early on.
That's good memory there, Nick Anastas. Very good. Rousseau to the free throw line here. Yesterday we talked a lot about free throws, Nick. The teams didn't really shoot very well yesterday on the free throws, and I look for them to do a better job today in free throw shooting. They're going to need to. Yesterday the Greek Connect were only 7 out of 17 on free throws yesterday, Nick, and that's just not going to cut it.
Yeah.
We talk about the 50, 40, 80 here, and that's what each player really wants to do. 50% on their free throws, on their field goals, 40% three-pointers, and 80% on free throws. Rousseau buries the second free throw. Shot off the rim there. Damian Young's shot just rolled off. Driving to the hoop.
Count it.
Basket's good. The continuation play here in the NBA. Beautiful shot there. Jason Boswell. That's why you always want to continue that play here. In this NBA rules, that continuation, you never know. Might as well just finish the play. They may call it off, and you might not get the basket. But basket's good here. Greek Connects come on now for 7 straight points. Boswell go to the line here to try to add the old-fashioned three-pointer.
Yeah, Bria checking back in, who has already taken more shots so far in this game than he did all of yesterday's contest. And he's a good shooter, guy who can spread the floor. And obviously he's got Coach Gavriel's confidence. After a very brief rest, he's right back in the lineup.
We see a full court pressure now from the Greek Connect.
That's something we didn't see in any game really too often yesterday, was the full court press. Coach Gavriel looks like wants to see what his guys are capable of defensively.
I like the strategy. It's a 24-second clock. Force them to use some time.
Yeah.
By the time they get into the half court, the shot clock is done. There's a beautiful outlet pass. Oh, unfortunately, Boswell could not handle the pass. We got a timeout here with 2 minutes, 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. French Pro-Am up 16-15 as the Greek Connect has come on strong here. Scored the last 7 points to cut the deficit to 1. I'm Nick Mattis here at the Doolittle Community Center with Nick Anastas. Nick's from New Hampshire. I'm from Northern California. We like to call ourselves Nick and Nick, the East-West connection.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Nick
been
and
fun.
Nick in the morning, for sure.
Yeah, it's been fun. We all have come here to the Global Basketball Summer League, just as the players have come here for an opportunity to showcase our skills. Referees here are all NBA wannabes, and they've done a fine job. And it's just a great format here. I just love the setup here. We've day 2 here, Nick. We've got 6 days of the tournament. This first three days is session 1, and then we've got a whole new group of teams coming in here for session 2. That would be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and just excited about this. It's so great. Yesterday, out of the 4 games yesterday, 3 of the games came down to just the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, as far as drama was concerned, doesn't get much better than that. There was a 30-plus point blowout to conclude the night, but the first 3 games were back and forth. Neither team at any point really built up a double-digit lead. It was always a 2-3 possession game, and well, so far in this one, it looked like perhaps that one team was going to pull away here, as the French team was up 9 at one point, but Coach Gavriel got his guys to rally, and here we are, just 2.5 minutes to go first quarter.
Inbounding the ball here for the Greek Connect. Boswell with it, tries to get it inside there to DeSuze. Ball knocked out of bounds. Foul called. DeSuze will go to the free throw line. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here Game 1. We've got 3 more games coming after this today. Next game will be a winner's bracket game between the Nevada Desert Storm and Scouting for You. Game 3 will be a loser's bracket. Game 2 will be between Canada. That's
Canada.
A tough, yeah, well, that's a tough one right there. Thank you, Nick Anastos.
Still early.
Canada Stars versus Windsor Express. Oh, there's a beautiful slam dunk right there. DeSuze.
Yeah, good feed on the entry pass as well. DeCius got the seal, and then it was easy from there. That's good basketball.
French Pro-Am on offense here. They're in the white. 3-point attempt on the way.
Yeah, Taylor showing the range.
Nate Taylor. Nothing but net. Down from 3-point land. Greek Connect on offense, doing a nice job of moving the basketball. We got a moving screen called. DeSuze did not keep his position there. Started to backpedal, had a defender on his back. DeSuze called for that. Didn't establish his ground there.
Nope. And a reminder to the audience, there is no fouling out. So these players can be as aggressive as they want. DeCius already with 2 fouls, but again, doesn't matter because he can play no matter what.
Excellent effort there by Ryan Belmont. Got his rebound after his first shot, laid it off the glass. Interesting that these games we just don't see separation in these games. These teams have these runs. Jump shot. Excellent shot by Terrence Cole there. Fall away jumper from the right elbow. 21-19. French Pro-Am up by 2 here.
Pretty crossover there on the step back by Cole. Queen trying to match him.
I like what Queen's doing. There's a long 3-point attempt off the iron.
And Taylor's found his sweet spot over there on the far wing. Foot on the line, a long 2, but he's getting the stroke going early.
He likes that right wing over there. You just mentioned it, Nick. 34 seconds left here. There's Neil Bria. Looks like it got partially blocked. Here comes the French Pro-Am on the break. 3-point attempt on the way, off the left side. Got a foul called underneath. We're going to keep it right here. (23-19), French Pro-Am up. 19 seconds left here in the first quarter of Game 1 of the Global Basketball Summer League. Got a side out here by the French Pro. Queen's come in the game and done a nice job here for the French Pro. He's penetrated several times, found open players. He's going to work the clock down to the last 11 seconds here. Working the clock, drives in, finds. Again, nice movement. Williams' shot hits the side of the backboard. Looks like that's going to do it for the first quarter. French Pro-Am's going to go to the end of the first quarter here with the 23-19 lead over the Greek Connect.
Yeah, good start for Coach Schmidt's team. Came out and really established what they wanted to do offensively, showing they're not afraid of the perimeter shot. Taylor finding a stroke. Kendall Williams got out in transition a little bit. And Jeff Kobe has been solid on the defensive glass and has provided an inside presence on the offensive end as well. I think Coach Schmidt has got to be pretty pleased. Now, Greek Connect, after falling down 9, scored 7 straight, got themselves back in the game. I would assume that Coach Gabrielle is going to preach patience here. Cullen Russo, as we talked about, not 100%, the leading scorer from yesterday. But if DeCius can give them a little bit of a push, Neil Bria has been more aggressive on the offensive end, as we talked about. And Terrence Cole, maybe the X factor at the point guard spot if he looks to get his shot going after a difficult shooting day yesterday. But I'd say so far so good for both these teams, playing with pace and space as you talked about, and I think looking to build on probably a strong first quarter performance.
Yeah, and they're on track to get 80 points or more, Nick.
Yep.
And I think that's important in these games. Your offense, all the players here, and I mention this a lot, the 50, 40, 80. when you come to a tournament like this is about showcasing your skills. Your team victory is important, but a lot of these players haven't played together before. So they're individuals that are being put together within a short little space of time to get to know each other. 50% free in your field goal percentage is important. 40% from three-point land, that's really great if you can do that. And again, 80% free throws. I think those are all achievable goals. If you can add in some assists, some rebounds, then your resume looks really good.
Yeah, and again, this place crawling with scouts, as we've talked about. And, you know, it's easy to get caught up sometimes in the flash and in the glamour and the crossovers and the three-pointers and all that. But as you said, if you stick to fundamentals, what got you here really to begin with, I think the guys in the crowd are going to notice that and appreciate it.
Just start here the second period here in game number 1. Greek Connect down 23-19. Going to the free throw line here is Terrence Cole from York College. Makes his first free throw. I really like to see the teams do better on free throw shooting, both these teams. They had off days yesterday on the free throws. Makes both free throws, so that's a good start for Terrence Cole on the free throw line.
And again, the full court press here from Coach Gavriel.
Damian Young with the basketball, tries to get it inside, forces up a shot. Got a foul call on Damian Young.
Strong board there by Cole as well, battling with the bigs to secure the possession.
Again, Nick, there's a little bit too much one-on-one right there. Young tried to drive the baseline, tried to feed it inside the paint. Just too many Greek Connect bodies in there, wasn't able to get it through. Terrence Cole controlling the ball here for Greek Connect.
Yeah, a lot of high pick and rolls here, early on at least. Yeah, they're calling that travel pretty tight, Nick. That first step, you can't drag the foot. You got to put that basketball on the floor first. That's the second really close traveling violation we've seen.
I don't think we saw any yesterday in any of the 4 games, so you're precisely right there. Referee crew here, we've got Ryan Sisano is the crew chief, Ryan Jones, and Carlos Peralta. There's a foul called.
Good spin there by Colby. Yeah, we saw him yesterday, 22 points, 11 rebounds. Only has, I think, 2 or 3 field goal attempts so far in this one, but a good post-up move there to get himself to the free throw line.
I like Kobe's size. He's 6'8", real versatile player. You notice he's helping back in the backcourt there. He's given a lot of, you mentioned high screens there, Nick, to try to free the point guard. And he's got a nice release on his free throw, nice backspin on it. Drops both free throws in. So both teams off to better starts today at the free throw line.
Yeah, he was a key contributor for Coach Jones at Columbia. Really played a power forward center spot. But you're right, he's got a more versatile game than that.
Terrence Cole drives in, finds Decius. Beautiful assist right there for Terrence Cole. Lost control, but was able to gain it back and found the open player, Decius. Lays it in. 25-23, French Pro-Am up by 2. But Greek Connect playing much better here. Started in the in the first quarter, and now in the beginning of the second quarter. Cole with a beautiful drive.
Coast to coast.
Goes underneath, lays it in, off the glass. French Pro-Am throws it away, sloppy with the basketball.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Greek Connect team seems to play with more poise as this first half has gone on here. They've controlled the defensive glass, getting rebound contributions from the guard spot, and are starting to really get comfortable in this offense here. A lot of high sets.
Jesus with the spin. Decius with a beautiful spin shot, a little right hook. You're right about that, Nick. The Greek Connect seems to be settling down right now. Their coach is a fine coach, Linos Gabriel.
And it's clear what they're running, too. It seems like the French Pro-Am team is running a different set almost every time down the floor.
Got an offensive foul called there.
Yeah, Kobe trying to post up on the near side block. Came a little high with that left arm and caught the defender up near the chin. Yeah, this is a good timeout here by Coach Schmidt. He wants to get his guys back on the same page and slow the momentum that the Greek Connect team has captured over the last couple of minutes on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and for the first time, the Greek Connect have taken the lead in the game, 27-25 here. 7 minutes, 38 seconds left in quarter number 2. And the Greek Connect obviously have settled down. They found something there. It started with their full court press. They started putting a little pressure on the French Pro-Am, forcing them to use up the clock as they came up the court. And it has now gone into the situation here where they have felt comfortable with their defense. A lot of times defense, good defense, could predicate what's going to go on offense, that transition game. And they forced some turnovers off of the transition game. They've got some good baskets. Great timeout right now, I think, by Manu Schmidt, the coach for French Pro-Am. Get his team reevaluated here, find some things that they can do better.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was a good job. Manu Schmidt does a good job here in the EuroLeague. And the EuroLeague this year had 5 players drafted that were in the NBA draft in the first round. Last year in 2016, they had 14. So, you know, the NBA's looking everywhere for players. And it's just fantastic how Daryl Reshaw's put this tournament on here, the Global Summer Basketball League, for these young players to come and showcase themselves.
Yeah.
We have a lot of foreign players here in the tournament.
Yeah, we talked about the success over the previous 9 summers that the Global Basketball Summer League has captured. It's given a lot of guys jobs. It's gotten exposure to a lot of guys who maybe would have fallen through the cracks otherwise. Not quite good enough to play down the road at the Mac Center at the NBA level, but there's a lot of talent in this league. Coaches know it. And if you play your cards right and perform, you may walk away from Vegas at the end of this thing with a job.
I think that's the goal for each player. That's the format that's been set up here. Driving to the hoop there. Nice defense there by Nate Taylor. Shot is good. He beat the shot clock there.
Yep.
2-pointer.
Got the friendly roll off the rotation. Again, sometimes, as we saw yesterday, Nick, the shot clock sneaks up on these teams. Okay, 24 seconds, usually unique to the NBA. A little faster than maybe some of these players are used to, and it can catch teams by surprise.
We are using NBA rules here. 24-second clock, 4 10-minute quarters. Russo drives to the hoop and lays it in. There.
Now, very versatile and ambidextrous is Russo. They're going to the left hand. Again, playing on what was a bruised ankle. He's got it taped today, it looks like, but didn't seem to bother him there.
Greek Connect on a nice roll here offensively. Have taken a 6-point lead here early in the second quarter. Back on the attack, the Greek Connect.
Wow.
Beautiful. Hammer slam with the right hand.
Shades of Jeff Green. Gonna count that. That's a much-needed bucket there.
Jason Boswell went to the hoop, hammer slam with the right hand. You gotta love that.
Yeah, he went coast to coast.
6'7", yeah.
And you saw his eyes light up once he got into the paint area. He was determined to flush that one. But a good response, I feel like, here from Kendall Williams. Goes right back down the floor, goes right to the rim, gets it to drop, and now a chance for a three-point play that takes the wind out of the Greek sails, so to speak, after what was a sensational play by Boswell.
A basket much needed by the French Pro-Am there. They had gone cold on the offensive end. Williams gets the three-point the old-fashioned way. Keeps the French Pro-Am right there, down 34-27. Greek Connect with the ball. They're in the purple. Going right to left. Going to reset the shot clock here.
Never started. Can also be tough, Nick, to play first thing in the morning. And I know it's 10 a.m. and these players should come in fresh and ready to roll, but sometimes it takes a quarter or two to, for lack of a better term, to wake up. And I think we saw that maybe in the first couple of minutes of the first quarter from these two teams, but as this first half has developed, it seems to me like both teams are starting to get more comfortable and we're getting a little better pace.
Nice float shot there by Ray Anderson. The Greek Connect has found their offense now. Point well taken, and I think you're right about that. The early game start. We talked about the sea legs. Shots off the front rim. Here comes the Greek Connect. There's a deep outlet pass.
Nice. That's a 90-foot pass right there. Russo to Boswell to beat everybody down the floor. Coach Schmidt not happy at all here. Calling for time, grabbing the clipboard. And meanwhile, largest lead either way here. Greek Connect, after falling behind by 9 about midway through the first quarter. Here they are midway through the second, up 10. So Coach Gavriel's guys are rolling right now.
Yeah, 38-28. The Greek Connect has found their sea legs, I think. I think we could safely say they found their sea legs
out here in the desert, sure.
Yeah. This is Nick Mattis here along with Nick Anastas. Our sideline reporter is Todd Bonacki. We're at the Global Basketball Summer League here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Game number 1 here on day number 2. The tournament will conclude tomorrow for Session A. Game number 2 coming up today is a winner's bracket game between the Nevada Desert Storm and Scouting for You. Desert Storm defeated the Greek Connect in a fantastic game in Game 1 yesterday, 86-85. Scouting for You defeated the French Pro-Am 90-85. So they're going to be meeting here at 12 o'clock in a winner's bracket game. The winner of that will go to the championship game on Sunday. The third game of the day today will be a loser's bracket game between the Canada Stars and the Windsor Express. Point Streak defeated the Canada Stars 82-79, and the Finnish Select team defeated Windsor Express in a lopsided victory 95-66. And Game 4 will be between the Point Streak and the Finnish Select team. And boy, I'm looking forward to that game. Both those teams look really good. Here comes Kendall Williams for French Pro-Am.
That's Taylor cleaning it up.
Nice offensive rebound. Got the second attempt.
Yeah, Taylor's had a strong first half.
Glenn Ferdanga's shot was off the rim, but the offensive rebound and put back. French Pro-Am needs to stay close here. Cut the margin to 8.
We got an offensive foul off the ball here. Looks like a moving screen along the baseline. We called on Russo, is not happy.
French Pro-Am will get the ball out on the sideline. And the Greek Connect going to stay in their full court press.
Yeah, interesting. Again, yesterday we saw mostly half-court man-to-man, old school principles on the defensive end, but seems like at least Coach Gavriel willing to roll the dice a little bit here and expand his defensive playbook in day 2.
Got a foul called here. Kobe was being held by Decius. Got a lot of foreign names here, Nick. We've got to work on these foreign names. Early in the morning here for Nick Mattis and Nick Anastas.
Right.
Actually, probably not that early from you. Here, New Hampshire, your time zone's a little different here, right?
Yeah, it's about, 1:30 or so back on the East Coast, and that's usually about the time I get out of bed.
Attaboy, Nick.
Just kidding, of course.
It's a pleasure to work with you, Nick Anastas. I'll tell you that. You're a true professional. Drive to the hoop. Beautiful block right there. Russo said, out of my house here.
But a good take, though. He's going to get 2 here.
Cole got fouled.
We haven't seen the French team really attack the basket with abandon. I think yesterday I thought they were a little more aggressive in the half-court set. This time, Burdine does lower that left shoulder and draw the contact. So now that they're down, and they were down 10 a moment ago, they've scored 3 straight, looking for 4. I think they're going to be a little bit more aggressive here for the remainder of the first half.
Burdine makes both free throws here. That's a good point right there. But a lot of it might have to do with the length of the Greek Connect. Got Cullen Rousseau in there, 6'9", Boswell 6'7".
Yep.
Decius 6'7". Sometimes it's hard to go in there and want to challenge these players. There's Rousseau going to the hoop. He's going to challenge, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, Rousseau seems like he's fully involved on the offensive end now after kind of a slow start back in the first quarter. Again, 17-9 yesterday in the victory, and all that on a bum ankle. So he's out there worrying it up and competing pretty hard and pretty well in this second quarter.
Yeah, and I was impressed, Nick. He's a warrior. He came back in the game yesterday after twice having to come out of the game. His ankle was giving him problems. Went to the locker room, got his ankle taped, and in the second half he made his presence felt. And again, today he started out a little slow, but it looks like maybe that ankle's loosening up, and maybe he's getting his sea legs underneath him. And he's definitely a player that stands out here on the court.
Yep, and he's used to the big-time basketball as well, having produced it at Fresno State for 4 years.
Jermon Queen bringing the ball up for the French Pro-Am, running the offense.
Yep, now they're going to try again the double stack high.
Kobe with the three-pointer, just off the outside of the rim. Here comes Cole leading the fast break for the Greek Connect in purple. Oh, beautiful bank shot off the glass there by Terrence Cole with his left hand. Here comes Kendall Williams for the French Pro-Am. Three-point attempt on the way off the front iron.
Yeah, shot a little flat here. Settling for the outside shot the last couple of trips for the French Pro-Am. I'd like to see them get something closer to the rim here.
Kobe with the rebound, gets it to Queen, sidesteps. Kobe with the follow, no good. Here come the Greek Connect. Rousseau led Ray Anderson too far up the court. Need to slow it down a little bit. Sloppy with the basketball there.
That's the message Coach Gabriel's telling his guys. Play with poise. Look to run, but don't force it. And that kind of a blind pass there, underhanded, goes out of bounds.
Greek Connect leading 42-32. 3 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the second quarter. French Connection in the right. French Pro here in the right. Williams, looks like no foul called. Glenn Verdinga picks up the possession. He loses it out of bounds. Glenn came in there, got the ball when it was on the ground there, forced up a little shot, didn't get the foul call. Ball rolled out of bounds. Last touched by the Greek Connect. French Pro-Am getting it underneath the basket. Going to set up their offense here. Damian Young with the basketball. Going to get it to Kendall Williams here. Now calling out a play. Gets a high screen there from Kobe and scores, drives to the basket.
Yeah, good two-man game there, and Williams, who has a little bit of a slasher's game there, showing it off, getting into the lane. Got it with the left.
Three-point attempt on the way. Terrence Cole, it's off the left side of the iron. Greek Connect was able to get the offensive rebound. Going to get another attempt here. Anderson backs it up. Nice little crossover dribble. In the paint, off the backboard. Beautiful shot there.
That's Jarrell Marshall, formerly of the University of Portland. Off the nice ball fake, played it high off the window. Pretty finish.
Nice defense, foul called. Glenn Verdinga there for the French Pro-Am. Nice little side move. Got the ball up, got hit on the arm. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Boswell not happy, felt like he got a lot of basketball. That also got Coach Gabriel up off the bench. Good move, though, by DeCias. He's been working hard, probably deserved the call for the effort so far in this first half around the basket. The offense has been inconsistent, I would say, for the French Pro-Am team. Again, trying to decipher what they're running. I mean, we've seen a couple of high double screens, high pick and rolls, but I think they need to be a little bit more consistent with their execution and their approach if they want to get back into this ball game.
Glenn Verdinga hits the second free throw. Greek Connect leading 44-35. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left here in quarter number 2 of game 1. On game day number 2 here in the Global Basketball Summer League. I did see the French Pro-Am call a play on the last time down there, so I thought that was interesting that they had an opportunity to work. You know, Nick, all these players that are coming in here haven't had an opportunity to practice together.
Right.
They had one practice day on Thursday, the day before the tournament. They may have gotten an opportunity to practice before the game a little bit, so it's good to see that they're working out some things there, because I did notice the French Pro-Am ran a play there, like you mentioned, the high screen. So here's the Greek Connect on offense. A nice steal there. Neil Bria lost the ball.
We got a foul here at midcourt.
Damian Young with the steal. (44-35), 2 minutes, 13 seconds left here in quarter number 2. French Pro-Am in the white, inbounding. Jermon Queen with the basketball at the top of the key. Looks like they're trying to set up something. Still, Neil Bria jumped the passing lane, got a hand on it. Couldn't keep it in bounds, though.
Took out a fan in the front row. Better that happened on that far sideline than the near one, huh, Nick?
And we got a nice crowd going here today, too. Come on down. There's plenty of seats left. We got 3 more games today. Oh, nice inbound pass. Russo got caught with his head turned there. And
I think everybody got caught there.
Yeah, Kobe with a hammer slam with 2 hands.
That's a rare easy bucket for the French Am team.
Yeah, precisely right, Nick. We haven't seen many easy buckets in the entire game. 1 maybe for each team. Beautiful shot. Ray Anderson.
Yeah, pretty stroke for Anderson. He was 0 for 4 from downtown yesterday, but showing the nice easy touch, high arcer.
Nothing but net on that shot. French Pro-Am gets the ball inside to Kobe, shoots, basket's good, and he's going to go to the free throw line for the and one.
Oh, good lob for the assist there by Ryan Vilmont. Threw it over the top from a tough angle straight away in the high post. And again, Kobe big and strong enough to absorb the contact, go up through it, and finish with the right hand.
6'8". You're precisely right about that. Rousseau's going to go to the bench here with the minute 24 for Greek Connect. I like that strategy too. Give the man a rest here at the end of the quarter. We talk a lot about that. He gets the end of the quarter plus the timeout during the quarter. Kobe buries the free throw. Cuts the lead for Greek Connect, leading here 46-40. French Pro-Am now on defense. They're in the white. Greek Connect in the purple. Nia Bria with the ball here. We got a foul call on the reach in there.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We're going to swing it over to Todd Bonneke here in just one moment here from the sideline, but back to action here. Todd's getting queued up here shortly. Greek Connect with the ball side out. They're in the purple, going from left to right. On the drive for Greek Connect, got a foul call.
Well, guys, some of the things we were talking about in the pregame show is about bringing the NBA energy to the floor, not only today but throughout the week. And in the intermission, head coach Linos Gabriel talked to his bunch once they were down big about bringing the energy. He saw that they didn't have it on the floor. They were able to exhibit it, and all of a sudden they turned the tide in this game, and they're up 6 as we approach halftime. NBA energy, that's what impresses, and the coaches were preaching that during the previous timeout. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Todd Bonneke. 58 seconds left here. Quarter number 2. Greek Connect 48, French Pro-Am 40. French Pro-Am in the white. Jermon Queen drives to the hoop, off the backboard. Kobe with 2 attempts, no good. Errant outlet pass, turnover. Greek Connect coming up the court there, got sloppy with the basketball. French Pro-Am's going to take back over here. 39 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, Queen has a lightning first step, and we've seen him get in the paint a few times throughout this first half.
French Pro-Am in the white.
I mean, maybe a little bit more of a dribble drive attack, drive and kick, drive and dump, because there's a lot of speed at the guard spots for the French Pro-Am.
Queen inbounding for the French Pro-Am. Gets the ball out to Kendall Williams out in front. He's going to drive to the hoop off of one leg.
Tough shot.
Pretty shot. Williams off of one leg, a fadeaway. Got a nice roll there, Nick.
Yeah, able to create his own shot off the dribble. And now Greek with a chance for the final shot here of the half.
Queen put a little too much pressure on, called for the foul with 4.9 seconds left. Going to send him to the free throw line here as they're in the penalty. Greek Connect leading 48-42. 4.9 seconds left here in quarter number 2 of game 1 on day number 2 here in the Global Basketball Summer League. This is a loser's bracket game. Both these teams lost their first games of the tournament yesterday. Anderson misses his first free throw. Second free throw is good. French Pro-Am coming up the court. Nice inbound pass to half court.
I think that's a back court, yep. Yeah, he caught it in the front court. First dribble was in the back court. That's a good call.
It's going to give the Greek Connect just about 2 seconds, 1.9 to get some kind of a playoff. Coach Linos Gabriel is going to take his team to the bench. Looks like he's got his board out. He's going to design up something, Nick.
Yeah, it's a teachable moment for sure, and a chance to grab even more momentum going into the first half. It's been really a story of 2 quarters, I feel like. In the opening minutes, it felt like French Pro-Am was the team ready to go. They built up a 9-point lead at one point, and then Coach Gabriel got his guys to respond, and we heard Todd talk about it earlier, NBA energy. Since then, the pace, the flow, and the comfort level seems to have all favored the Greek Connect squad. They built up a lead as large as 10. They're up 7 here, and perhaps a chance to add on to that in the final 1.9 seconds.
Yeah, well said, Nick Anastos. Todd Bonicki's done a great job on the sidelines, and I'm interested to see what type of a play he comes up with here. I would like to see them do something in the paint here. They've done a nice job. They have size and length. If you don't get a shot off, possibly you get the foul call. The French Pro-Am is in the penalty situation, so let's see what Coach Linos Gabriel has designed up here. Looks like he's going with the picket fence, the old picket fence here. Runs it off around the picket fence.
Weak side, yep.
Nice inbound pass, shots off. Well-designed play, I like that.
Good look, yep.
Yeah, well-designed play. So we're going to go to halftime here. Greek Connection, who was trailing after the period 1, is now taken a 7-point lead to the locker room, leading 49-42 over the French Pro-Am. I'm Nick Mattis here along with Nick Anastos, our sideline reporter Todd Bonacki. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, good first half, high scoring. Seemed like, about 4 or 5 minutes into the game, both offenses started to come alive. The shooting percentages rose on both ends, and seems like the magic number is what, 85, 86 points, something like that. The French team put up 90 yesterday in the victory. Greek Connect had, I think, 86, so mid-80s, upper 80s, and these guys are on pace for that, and then some in the Greek Connect case. So, yeah, a good start again to day 2 here, the Global Summer Basketball League, and certainly adjustments need to be made on both sides. Coach Schmidt wasting no time here. He's got the clipboard out on the sideline. Same thing with Coach Gabriel. So both coaches are going to use this 6-minute halftime span to get some coaching in. He's going to try and pry one of these coaches away from their benches, but they're busy right now. They're both guys are diving into the playbook and addressing their troops here at halftime.
Yeah. Well, like I mentioned, this is great here. We're using NBA rules here. 4 10-minute quarters. Got a 5-minute halftime, so it's a real short, abbreviated halftime. We've got 3 other games on slate for today. It's just been fun. I've just been enjoying this so much, and the nightlife here in Las Vegas is pretty fun too, right? We got Fremont Street. You go out there.
Sure.
A lot of things to look at and talk about on Fremont Street.
Yeah, we haven't even touched the Strip yet, either, which is a whole different world, just a few miles away for sure. But yeah, that was really my first exposure to Fremont Street. It's wild, especially on a Friday night like last night.
Yeah, it's a fun place here. If you're around here, come on down here to the Doolittle Community Center. There's plenty of seats. Fans are starting to come in here. $10, you get to come in and watch 3 games. There's 3 more games.
4 games, right?
Yeah, 3 more games. And The 2 winners brackets games are coming up, and I'm looking forward to those winner bracket games. The Desert Storm, the Nevada Desert Storm, excuse me. There are a bunch of local guys here that played really well yesterday. We watched them defeat the Greek Connect 86-85. Victor Bermudez nailed a shot with 3 seconds left in the game. Game number 2 was another game that was very competitive. Scouting for You had defeated the French Pro-Am 90-85. So Desert Storm will be in game number 2 here in the winners bracket versus the Scouting for You, and that's going to be a great game. That's a good matchup. And the other winners bracket game will be at 4 o'clock, and the Finnish select team, they put the most points up yesterday, Nick. They scored 95 points that beat Windsor Express 95-66, and they're going to play Point Streak. And Point Streak and the Finnish select team had the tallest players in the tournament. So it was very cool to see 7-footers, 6'10", 6'11" players out here. And again, this is a format for these players to showcase their skills. NBA scouts are here. There's a lot of overseas scouts here. If they don't land a job in the D League or the G League now, I guess it's the G League for the NBA, they can land a job overseas. That's what this is all about. Yep. There's a lot of overseas coaches here and scouts. These young players can get a chance to go overseas, play 1 or 2 years, get their fine-tune their craft, get to be a little bigger, stronger, and then come back here to the NBA. It's happened many times. The NBA is represented by 41 nations. There's NBA is televised. Over 215 nations watch NBA basketball throughout the world here. So
that's basically all of them, right?
Yeah, that's basically all of them. That's great.
I didn't even think there were 215 countries on the planet. I thought it was more like 180, but well, I guess you throw in those republics and commonwealths and everything else, you get the number up to 215. It's everywhere. Let's put it that way.
And a lot of foreign players. All right, let's go over. Todd Bonacky's got Coach Linus Gabriel with him. We're going to have an interview with Coach Gabriel from the Greek Connect. You have the heads.
Are you one of those defensive-minded coaches? You believe that begins the transition and that feeds off the offense?
If you don't take the stop, I mean, you don't make the stop and you take the possession, how are you going to win the game? You know, I mean, it's math. So I believe that, yeah, you need to take to get a stop, but we need to do it with the right way, be consistent, and trying to focus on details in defense so the guys will buy in and do what they're supposed to do. Obviously, they see that they get stops and they win, they buy in, they want to do it again, so it is how it is.
How do you get consistency out of this team in the second half?
I mean, this is what we said right now. I mean, it's your effort, you did what you did, that's a total different picture. It's up to you if you want to ruin it, just ruin it. I mean, I don't think they will do it. Let's see.
Great, good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, guys. Linus Gabriel, he's been around the block and certainly knows what it takes to get some big victories. Let's see what he can do in the second half. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Todd Bonacky. Here we are for the start of the second half here in game number 1 on game day number 2 here in the Global Basketball Summer League. The Greek Connection came back from an early deficit and now lead by 7 points, 49-42 here over the French Pro-Am. Greek Connection is in the purple. They will be going from your right to your left. The French Pro-Am in the white uniforms. Greek Connect inbounding to Ray Anderson. Nick Mattis here along with Nick Anastas and our sideline reporter Todd Bonacky. Boy, I'm impressed with Todd's interviews so far, Nick. I'll tell you, he really got some great questions, gets the most out of those coaches.
Yeah, and the coaches themselves have had a lot to say, very revealing, very open, very friendly as well. It's a win-win everywhere.
This is a lot of fun here. Global Basketball Summer League, game number 1 on game day number 2. Anderson with the ball for Greek Connect. Takes a three-pointer straight on, drops it right through. Two-pointer?
Yeah, I had that right foot on the line.
Good eyes, Nick Anastas.
I just got a new prescription a couple weeks ago. Getting my money's worth.
Well, they're working well. Into the hoop, no foul called.
Good defense.
Greek Connect on the break. Ray Anderson, looks like we're going to have an offensive foul called. Adarku Anamu with the call. I'd like you to say that name first next time, would you?
Yeah. He only played 4 minutes yesterday. And
starting the second half here for Coach Linos Gabriel.
Yep. Played 8 minutes in that first half. Did not take a shot.
French Pro-Am in the right on offense, going from your left to your right. Kendall Williams drives to the hoop, finds an open man, short off the front rim. Nice outlet by Russo.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot, Ray Anderson.
I'll tell you what, Russo, he's got that old Bill Russell mentality, right? Grab the board, look up the floor, and get it out quickly. He's had a couple of assists with those nice outlet passes.
That's a great analogy right there. Aging yourself a little bit, Nick.
I saw Bill Russell's first game.
Nice shot right there. Beautiful shot. Brian Burdine.
Yeah.
A much-needed basket for the
and
he's
starting to show his versatility as well. He was getting his buckets at the basket in transition off the slash in that first half. Here's showing the spot-up game, and now a defensive steal.
Kobe with nice help there. Slaps it away. Ball goes back to Kobe. He's fouled. Off the glass, no good. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Looks like Anderson may have gotten injured on the play for the Greek Connect. Coach Linos Gabriel is going to go to the bench here, give Anderson a moment. Kobe reached in there on defense, slapped it away. French Pro-Am came on the break. Kobe got the ball back, and he was fouled as he was going to the basket, going to the free throw line. He's done a nice job on the foul line so far today.
Yeah, 6 of 7 already. Productive first half, 12 points, 4 rebounds for the former Columbia Lion.
I think it's so important, Nick. I just can't stress it enough to the younger players, all basketball players. You got to work on free throw shooting. It's an art that a lot of people don't want to work on anymore. Everybody wants to move out to the free throw line, and Kobe drops both free throws. Now 8 for 9 from the line. Everybody wants to go to the three-point line, Nick, and it's just free throw shooting will develop your three-point shot. If you're a good free throw shooter, you'll be a good three-point shooter. You just got to work on the strength of it. So here's the Greek connection on offense. Ball inside, stolen.
That tough pass there across the lane. Crowded area under the basket, but all in all, pretty good ball movement by the Greek Connect squad. I haven't seen too many turnovers from the team in maroon.
Williams did a nice job there on defense for the Pro-Am. Worked real hard, forced the turnover. 7 minutes, 57 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Greek Connect 53, French Pro-Am 46. French Pro-Am with the basketball in the white. Getting some backcourt pressure there from Greek Connect's Neil Bria. Drives to the hoop, nobody helps.
Pretty. Taylor's having a nice game, Nick. He really is, showing the skill with the ball handling there, and took it strong right to the rim.
There was no help there for the French Pro-Am defense. Did not build any type of wall as he got around Neil Bria. He got right to the hoop. Here's Bria on the drive with a left hand off the back iron. Rebounded by the French Pro. Ryan Vilmont gets the ball over to Burdine. Burdine to Williams. Nice ball movement here for the French Pro-Am. They get it into Kobe. Kobe with a cross-court pass. Three-point attempt by Burdine off the front rim. Here comes Adarku. Gets it swings it over to Terrence Cole. Nice ball movement. Russo with the fake, drives in. Going to be called for an offensive foul. They're going to take that basket away?
Yes, they are. Excellent job there defensively by Ryan Vilmont. Able to stand his ground just outside of the restricted area to draw the charge. That's a good defensive play.
Yeah, and take a lot of intestinal fortitude to take the charge from the big man too, Nick. 6'9" Russo coming to the hoop. You better put your feet down and you better kind of grit your teeth there a little bit and bite your lip.
Yeah.
You know you're going to have to take a good shot there. So French Pro-Am inbounding here. Going from our left to our right in the white uniforms. Kendall Williams with the basketball. Directing traffic for the French Pro-Am. Stolen. Little miscommunication there. Ray Anderson just into the game. off the glass with his left hand. Increases the lead for the Greek Connect, 55-48. 6 minutes, 22 seconds left here in period number 3. Driving to the hoop, laying it short was Nate Taylor for the French Pro-Am. Velmont with the offensive rebound and the putback for the French Pro-Am.
Yep, and they're climbing their way steadily back into this game here, down only 5.
Nice pass into Russo by Terrence Cole. Back to Cole, swinging the basketball to Ray Anderson at the top of the three-point line. Three-point attempt for Anderson, no good off the back rim. Kobe gets the rebound.
Tough shot there for Anderson, challenged at the top of the key. It's good defense.
Got a
little bit of a moving screen here, not much, but enough to warrant the whistle, and that's got Kendall Williams upset.
Yeah, Belmont didn't establish his ground there, was moving. Got to hold your position there if you want to get the screen. NBA referee here did a nice job. That was Peralta making the call. Greek Connect on offense in the purple, going from the right to the left with the 5-point lead here. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left. Nice block. Velmont blocks it, takes it away. He's on the break. Gonna slow it down a little bit. Gets the ball to Burdine. Burdine with a pump fake, head fake. A lot of jukes there.
Pretty pull-up.
Gotta love that ball control right there by Brian Burdine. Made 3 or 4 fakes, got himself a little space, dropped it in from the free throw line.
Suddenly it's a one-possession game after the Greek Connect team led by as many as 10 late in the first half.
Fall away jump shot there by Boswell, no good. Here comes the Pro-Am on the break in the white. Trailing by 3. 3-point attempt on the way.
Deep. Tie game.
Nate Taylor ties it up. It's been a game of streaks and runs, and here we are. We're tied 55 all. 4 minutes, 37 seconds left here in period number 3 of game number 1 on game day number 2 in the Global Basketball Summer League.
Coach Gabriel noticing that the momentum had clearly swung back over to the French Pro-Am. His team looked a little stale on the offensive end. A timely timeout here to try and get things back in order on the Greek Connect sideline about midway through this third quarter. But you got to credit Coach Smith on the other sideline with the French Pro-Am squad. He's got a number of different weapons in the half-court set, whether we're talking about Brian Burdine, whether we're talking about Nate Taylor, Jeff Kobe has been good down low, but these guys are starting to play together. And I think the chemistry is starting to evolve a little bit from what we saw in the first half, and they've certainly got the momentum now. Brand new ball game, 55 apiece.
Well said, Nick Anastos from New Hampshire. You're doing a great job here, Nick. It's been a pleasure.
As are you, my friend.
Well, it's been a pleasure to work with you, Nick. And, you know, the one thing we know this, the players come in and they're going to get well coached. The coaches in this tournament are very good. Linus Gabriel here, 11 European titles.
Yeah.
He's got a resume. Manu Schmidt comes in here. He coaches the team there in France. The resumes of these coaches, and there are several great coaches in the tournament, they're all very good. So the players come in, they get to show their talents, they get good coaching here. It's just a great format here that Daryl Reshaw's set up here for the Global Basketball Summer League. So
yeah, and again, we talked about the number of different scouts that can be spotted in the stands. Well, today I think a little more fanfare.
Absolutely.
In the bleachers here at the Doolittle Center. So that's a good sign as well.
Great point, Nick, and we hope that it keeps getting bigger as we go on here. This is game 1. We've got 3 more games here. Greek Connect with the basketball. Game's tied now, 55 all. In the purple, the Greek Connect, a 3-point shot off the front iron, and here comes the French Pro-Am. They're on a run now offensively.
Yeah, Greek Connect still on a dry spell over the last several minutes.
Ball got blocked there. Burdine went up for a shot. The defender got his hand on it and recovered the basketball. And that might have been a good foul there for Burdine. It looks like there was an opportunity for a fast break there for the Greek Connect.
Well, they're going to call it a clear path foul. So
and I think that was a good call.
Yep.
In the NBA, we're using NBA rules here, Nick. And in the NBA, that's a rule that they call now pretty often, if there's a clear path and you're going to foul and stop the player from getting a basket, you're going to go to the line, you're going to get one free throw, and you're going to get the ball.
Yeah, I like that rule. There's not too many rules I do like, but I think that's a fair one. And it serves as a way to kind of discourage, those open path fouls, because it robs the fans, I think. I mean, we would have saw a nice hammer dunk, as you would say, but instead we get a whistle. It does discourage the defense from committing those types of fouls.
Yeah, that's interesting. You said you don't like rules, Nick. I think you're going to have to clarify that a little later on here.
Sure, we can go into that whenever. But
that's good. Greek Connect with the basketball. Terrence Cole swings it around.
Yeah, too much dribbling here. They got to move the basketball.
There's a three-point attempt by Russo.
Yep.
And that's what we were talking about by Russo.
Yeah, he's got
three-point shot there from the out wing there.
A sneaky, versatile game. He's got the body of a big man, but is comfortable on the perimeter, as we saw there.
Well, I think that's where the NBA is going these days, is the three-point shot. There's a violation against the French Pro-Am right there. Russo's three extends the lead for the Greek Connect, 59-55 here with 3:29. And I think last year we saw the Golden State Warriors win their second title in 3 years, Nick. And I think what we're seeing now is the NBA has evolved into a three-point shooting contest. A lot of these teams like to shoot three-pointers. All the big men, Kevin Durant, 7 foot tall out there shooting three-pointers. Right now, Russo looks like he's got that kind of template going right now. 6'9", can step outside. Here's a foul called. Kendall Williams to the basket for the French Pro-Am, lays it in off the glass, and he's fouled.
Well, that's where Williams seems to be comfortable, is in transition on the fast break, where his athleticism can really rise to the forefront there. A nice finish with the right hand and a little enthusiasm. Seems like a whole different approach from an energy perspective in this second half for Coach Smith's French Pro-Am team. They're playing with confidence right now. They're looking to attack, and they've got a chance to make this just a one-point game here with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Williams to the free throw line to add the one. Rolls off, but French Pro-Am gets the rebound. Jermon Queen in the game, drives to the hoop, finds the open player. Little float shot, air ball. Russo with the rebound. Brings it up court for the Greek Connect. Drives to the basket. Beautiful pass there. Cole found Jarrell Marshall. Marshall drives to the hoop, lays it off the glass. French Connect did not play good defense there. Here comes Queen. Throws it away. Turnover. Greek Connect on the break. Hammer slam off the back rim with the right hand. That would have had the crowd up and on their feet there.
We saw one like that from him in the first half. Boswell with the length and the confidence and aggression to try and throw that one down. And if it had gone down, like you said, this place would have erupted.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass by Terrence Cole there, and Boswell came in with the right hand and had the elevation he needed, just hammered it off the back rim there. But we got a tight, well-played game here, 61-57. Greek Connect is leading by 4, but 2 minutes, 29 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Game 1 here on game day number 2 at the Global Basketball Summer League. And we got 3 more games today, so come on down. Game number 2 here is a winner's bracket game between the Nevada Desert Storm and Scouting for You. I think both those teams are going to give us a great performance. Whoever wins that moves on into the finals, which will be Sunday afternoon, I believe at 4:15 will be the final here in session number 1 here. We have another session starting on Monday, Nick, which will be interesting. We've got some new teams coming in, same format, 8 teams, with the winners move on in the winner's bracket here. And game number 2 will be between the Nevada Desert Storm and the Scouting for You. And the other winner's bracket game will be played today at 4 o'clock between Point Streak and the Finnish Select team. And they both won their games. Point Streak defeated the Canada Stars 82-79. The Finnish Select team defeated Windsor Express 95-66. So that's going to be an interesting game. Whoever wins that moves on to the finals. You got any? You're going to pick anybody? You like to go out and pick anybody? We're in Las Vegas, so it's okay to make some selections.
What do you mean in terms of picking a winner? No. I'm the media. That's by definition. You got to be unbiased.
Yeah,
I'm just a neutral observer.
Attaboy. Nick Anastas from New Hampshire.
And I would hope that's a universal approach from the entire media team.
Well, we'll talk about
at least on the air, right?
Yeah, very good, Nick Anastas. Nick Mattis here. We're at the Doolittle Community Center here. Rebounded. Greek Connects got their second rebound on the offense. Glenn Fidanga finally gets the rebound here and secures it for the French Pro-Am in the white, going from left to right. Kendall Williams now running the offense for the French Pro-Am. Swings it out to Glenn. The big man, the top of the key, three-pointer. There you go. Beautiful shot. Glenn Fidanga, the 6'7" big center, steps out to the three-point line. Buries a three-pointer for the French Pro-Am.
Former Long Island University Blackbird showing the range. We've seen him operate mainly near the basket in the low post area. Chance to step out, show some skills from behind the three-point line.
Well, he's got a tough defensive tack. Garden Rousseau out here. They got Greek Connects got Rousseau out here at the three-point line. We got a turnover.
Yeah, Boswell dragged that right pivot foot just a bit. And we've talked about this three-man officiating crew really calling the traveling violations tightly. That time, an inch or two was a difference there for the whistle to blow.
Yeah, crew chief Ryan Cisano is doing a great job along with Ryan Jones, Carlos Peralta. Looks like a turnover again. Both teams getting sloppy with the basketball here.
Well, just a tough angle on that pass. Straight away, not a whole lot of room. And again, a lot of length on the defensive end.
You know, Nick, I wonder if as the game's wearing on here, this is day number 2, if we might see some legs get a little bit heavy here. We're getting ready to go into the fourth quarter. 59 seconds left here at the end of the third quarter. Greek Connect with a 1-point lead, 61-60. And the basketball. Terrence Cole drives, shoots.
Continuation, no?
Looks like it's before the shot. Terrence wanted the call. The ball did go in.
Coach Gabriels thought it should have been a continuation. I thought so as well, but.
Crew chief Ryan Cisano didn't see it that way.
Yep.
Going to be side out for the Greek Connect. They lead by 1 here, 61-60. 47.9 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Right now we're working out some kinks here. On the score clock here, we got Matt Fowler here helping out here at the score table. Inbounding the ball here for the Greek Connect. Jason Boswell gets it in to Gerald Marshall. He's got the ball over in the corner. Good defense here by the French Pro-Am and stolen. Jermon Queen with the steal, takes it in for the layup. French Pro-Am now takes the lead. 62-61 with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Foul called on Kendall Williams. Made a foul call. Well, not sure why he did that.
He took a gamble, tried to swipe it with the right hand from behind, and I think he knew it was kind of a wild attempt as he raised hand to admit guilt as soon as the whistle blew.
Interesting. It's got to give him that's going to reset the shot clock. It's going to reset the shot clock.
We should have about a 3.5 second differential between the third quarter game clock and the shot clock.
Greek Connect lost their lead for the first time here. They had a deficit going into the second quarter. They took the lead. They were leading all the way here until the end of the third quarter. French Pro-Am has battled back and taken the 1-point lead here. You think Coach Linus Graviral is going to want to just work the clock and get one last shot here?
Well, if it's an easy one like that, they'll take it.
Well, they got the 2 for 1 now, Nick.
Yep.
24 seconds left. French Pro-Am's going to have to shoot before the shot clock, before the game clock will expire. So they're going to get another attempt here. It's a 2 for 1. Great inbound play. I'm not sure how good that defense was on that time down, but Coach Manu Schmidt setting up something here for his French Pro-Am team. Ball goes into Glenn. Glenn turn around, jump shot off the front rim. Here come the Greek Connect. Well, Nick, we got what we wanted for. We're going to the fourth quarter with a 1-point margin. Greek Connect leading 63-62 over the French Pro-Am. Nick Mattis here with Nick Anastas, our sideline reporter Todd Bonicky. We're doing a great job here. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And again, we've been spoiled with these games so far. 3 of the 4 yesterday on day one came down to the final minute, the final possession in a lot of cases. And, well, looks like we're on track for that again to start day 2, 63-62. It's been back and forth. We saw initially in the opening minutes, French Pro-Am build up a 9-point lead. That was their largest of the game so far. The Greek Connect team responded, led by as many as 10 late in the first half. And then in that third quarter, Coach Schmidt's guys come back and really controlled things again on, I felt like, both sides of the floor. So 1-point difference. It's been back and forth. It has been pretty even so far, and we'll see which team can separate themselves in the fourth quarter.
Well said, Nick. You're spot on, Nick Anastas. I'll tell you that. It's a great to play with, to work with you, because all your points are well taken and well made, and they're spot on. And I think we ought to make sure that everybody understands that these teams only have 8 players. The benches are very small.
Right.
No team here has more than 10 players on a team, and both these teams only have 8. So you'd think that conditioning may come into a factor here late in the fourth quarter. We talked about the sea legs of these teams, and a lot of these players are coming from overseas here. They got here maybe Thursday. And, there is a time difference. I don't know, Nick. I think the time difference could be 6 or 7 hours for some of these players.
Well, it depends on where they're coming from. But, yeah, everybody, for the most part, had to get onto a plane, had to pack, and, in a lot of cases arrived either late Wednesday night or really early Thursday. You got the jet lag thing to deal with. And then, of course, only one practice, which happened briefly on Thursday before the action kicked off yesterday on Friday. So, a lot of different unusual elements going into the way these teams have executed so far through 3 quarters this afternoon or this morning.
Yeah, well, Nick, you had made a note yesterday in one of our games we did about how important you think it is to start out fast at the beginning of the quarters. And you mentioned it, especially in college. You noticed that to start the second half, you think it's important. And I agree with you 100%. The beginning of the quarter, you really need to show energy. You've had that little break. You come off the bench. If you can separate right there, or on the other side, if you can cut a margin if you're in a deficit here. So let's see what happens here. Greek Connect leading 63-62. They're in the purple. French Pro-Am inbounding the ball, going from your left to your right in the white jerseys. They've got a 1-point lead and the basketball here. Ball goes into Kobe. Reverse layup. Basket is good, and Kobe will go to the foul line.
Yeah, Kobe, they need him in the fourth quarter to take more of a prominent role on offense. 22 and 11 yesterday in the victory versus Scouting. He's had his moments so far in this basketball game, but I think they're going to need his size and his interior presence down the stretch, and so far so good to begin the fourth quarter with Kobe.
Is that score right? Kobe goes to the line here. Kobe's had an excellent day on the free throw line.
Yeah, he had 12 points in the first half. I don't think he scored at all in that third quarter. Maybe a field goal, but again, he's very capable, I think, of shouldering more of an offensive load down the stretch.
Yeah, 9 for 10 from the free throw line. There's Neil Bria with the long three-point attempt, and he's fouled on the three-point attempt. French Pro-Am leading 65-63 here over the Greek Connect. Neil Bria going to the foul line here for 3 free throws. And Neil's one of the few players that is actually a pro player in Europe. Plays for Morbanic, Andorra, ACB and EBA leagues. Fine player. You mentioned earlier he didn't really shoot that many attempts yesterday, but today he's been much more offensive-minded, Nick.
Yeah, he came out ready to shoot in that first quarter and wound up 2 of 5 at halftime, 5 points, but very capable of stretching the floor. He's got a good release and chance for a three-point play here all at the line.
Missed his first free throw, made the second, got his third attempt coming, working some things out here at the score table. Nick Mattis along with Nick Anastas and Todd Bonacki here, our sideline reporter at the Doolittle Community Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. First game of the day here. We've got 3 more games, so come on down. I think the entry fee to get in here and watch these games is $10. Got 3 more games to go here. Next game is a winner's bracket game between the Nevada Desert Storm and Scouting for You. Game number 3 will be a loser's bracket game between the Canada Stars and the Windsor Express. And then game number 4, the last game of the day, will be the second winner's bracket game between Point Streak and the Finnish Select team. And boy, I'll tell you, I really enjoyed watching both those teams yesterday, the Point Streak and the Finnish Select teams. And they've got some really tall players. There's a 7-footer on the Finnish Select team, and the Point Streak had a couple of 6'11" players. So it's going to be interesting to watch them match up. And if anything, I noticed in those games where maybe they didn't take as many three-point attempts as some of the other teams did. We saw the Desert Storm, boy, yesterday. Their little player came off the bench there. What was his name? Peterson came off the bench in the second half yesterday.
Had a game high 23, yeah.
Yeah, and he just was unbelievable on the three-point attempts there, and he'll be in the second game there for the Nevada Desert Storm. But back to action here. It looks like we've got some things ironed out at the table here. Neil Bria.
There seems to be a malfunction with the shot clock.
Okay.
So I believe the officials are going to have to now keep track of that themselves.
Neil Bria misses his third free throw, made only 1 of 3. French Pro-Am in the white with the basketball. Nick Mattis here along with Nick Anastas. Nick's from New Hampshire. I'm from Northern California. We like to call ourselves the East-West Connection. Nick and Nick here in the morning. A lot of fun here having with you, Nick Anastas. Glenn Fidanga inbounding the ball here to Germán Queen. Got a violation here on the French Pro-Am team. They tried to inbound the ball, and unfortunately they had established the position in the front court, and when they threw it into the back court, it's a turnover. Greek Connect with the basketball here.
Oh, great defense.
Germán Queen picks it off.
Great defense by Queen, using his size, which is not very formidable to be frank,
5'9",
he was grappling, he was bodied up there with Ray Anderson, and then broke on the ball, timed it perfectly with the left hand to create the steal.
French Pro-Am leading 67 to 64. 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And the one thing that is very apparent about Germán Queen here for the French Pro-Am is his quickness.
Yeah, he's very quick.
He's very fast. 5'9", you're going to have to be one of the smaller players in the tournament. Here's a steal by the Greek Connection. There's going to be a foul called there.
Offensive. And it's Queen sacrificing the body to draw the charge.
Yeah, making his presence felt here. Germán Queen came off the bench here for the French Pro-Am. Took the charge there from Decius.
Yeah, he's in a little pain too. Landed hard on that back. Gonna play through it though.
He's a gamer, you can tell. Just has a lot of energy. We've got a full court press here again by the Greek Connect. Germán Queen breaks it, finds a wide open player for the hammer slam, reverse with 2 hands.
That's Young there, showing the athleticism on the finish. But how about Queen? Took on 2 defenders in the backcourt, escaped a third once he got near the three-point line, and then dropped it off for the assist.
But here comes Ray Anderson back for the Greek Connect. Off the glass, in for 2 points, and going to the foul line for the and 1. Yeah, well said. The last play was all Germán Queen. Found the lane, found the open player.
Meanwhile, Anderson has found a knack for coming up with an answer, I think. He's had a couple of timely buckets to snatch the momentum away from the opponent. And this one here, a three-point play, comes at an opportune time as well. His team needed a bucket, and he delivered.
So you just came up with a nickname, Ray the Answer Anderson. I love it. Attaboy, Nick Anastas. There's a three-point attempt, and it's good from the corner pocket.
Yeah.
Damian Young from the corner pocket, a three ball. Offenses are starting to heat up here, Nick.
And Young's confidence has come alive after that reverse stuff. Able to show the range there in the corner.
French Pro-Am up 72-67 here over the Greek Connect. Got a foul call here. Blocking. Ray Anderson going to inbound the ball here for the Greek Connect. Ray the Answer Anderson.
There you go.
Running the offense here for the Greek Connect in the purple, going from right to left. Takes a three-point attempt, straight on, misses. Kobe with the rebound for French Pro-Am. Gets it out to Queen. Queen's going to back it out here for
Good job
French
there.
Pro-Am.
Good job there as
set it up.
The pass wasn't there. Pulled it out with the dribble.
Got a moving screen, it looks like. Moving screen there as Queen gave up the basketball. He collided with one of the Greek Connect players. We've seen that call several times in the game today, Nick. Yeah. The referees are playing it a little bit tougher.
Yeah, a little tight, a little too tight for my liking, frankly, but.
Here's Russo at the top, makes a bad entry pass, stolen by Kobe. French Pro-Am.
He didn't have the angle there.
Queen drives into the paint. Off the back rim. Come the other way now, Greek connected. Queen. Look at the effort there by Jermon Green from the French Pro-Am there, Nick.
Yeah, Queen just got a finger on it, laid out, showing max effort there. I like the fight in this guy.
I do too.
Right, isn't that a Vince Lombardi?
Especially since him and I are the same size, okay? 5'9", I gotta love the guy.
Not the size of the dog in the fight, the size of the fight in the dog, right? That's Vince Lombardi.
Well said, Nick.
That's Vince Lombardi.
Nick Anastas, New Hampshire, well said. Nick Mattis here at the Doolittle Center here with Community Center with Nick Anastas. There's a three-point attempt by Neil Bria, Greek Connection. Rebounded by Damian Young, who gave us that super hammer slam with two hands to go. Glenn Fidanga with the fall-away jumper off the back rim, but controlled by the French Pro-Am. Here comes Kobe to the basket. There's a foul called. Jeff Kobe drove to the basket there and got the foul called.
That's a key offensive rebound there for the French Pro-Am. That leads to a couple of free throw attempts, but nice job corralling it by Ryan Vilmont. Vilmont's been quiet on the offensive end, but he has done a little bit of everything today for Coach Schmidt. He had a dozen yesterday in the tight loss, but not necessarily standing out on the scorer sheet today. But again, he's made hustle plays and timely plays, like a big offensive rebound there.
Jeff Kobe's just been on fire in the free throw line. I believe he's 10 for 11 right now.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah, done a great job. French Pro-Am now has increased their lead 74-67 here over the Greek Connection. Greek Connection in the purple. 6 minutes, 27 seconds left here in the fourth period. Fall-away jump shot off the front rim.
Good board.
Dacius fights for the rebound, gets the offensive rebound.
Well, he's got those long arms. He may be longer horizontally than vertically.
Russo loses control as he drives to the basket. He goes down hard.
Yeah, he's...
French Pro-Am coming with the basketball in the white.
Yeah, Russo may have re-injured that ankle from yesterday. It's 5-on-4 here.
Ball goes to Kobe. Beautiful pass there by Ryan Vilmont. Just as you mentioned earlier, you were talking about what a great all-around game he's playing, Nick. And he finds Kobe. Kobe gets the shot up and does not go in, but he's going to go to the free throw line where he has just been uncanny today. I'd like to see the final stats on him, but I'm going to say he's 10 for 11 right now.
Meanwhile, again, Russo a little banged up on the defensive end, trailing the play. I think he banged that left elbow as he's kind of holding it gingerly. He's going to take a seat here after checking out, but they're going to need him, I think, on the floor at some point. over the final 6 minutes here.
They're trailing by 7 points here. 5:55 left in quarter number 4. And once you know it, I must have hexed Kobe. He misses both free throws.
Yeah. Nice pass.
Beautiful pass there. Ray Anderson passed it underneath there to Jarrell Marshall, who went up with 2 hands to try to get the hammer slam, but both Kobe and Glenn Fidanga said, not here and not in our house. Contended it. Ball went off the rim here, and it's going to send Marshall to the free throw line for 2 shots. Greek Connect trailing by 7. Free throw off the mark. Glenn, again, these shots are so important, these free throws. At every point in the game, they're important, but especially in the fourth quarter, Nick.
Yeah, and especially when you're trailing, right? I mean, it's a way to get back in the game without taking time off the clock. 1 of 2, they'll take it. 2-possession game.
French Pro-Am in the white, leading by 6 with the basketball. Jermon Queen running the offense for the French Pro-Am. The little spark plug's done a great job coming in off the bench. Jermon's going to have to take a long 3-pointer. Shot's blocked. Shot clock having problems right now here in the gym. We have no 24-second clock. Unfortunately, we're having technical difficulties.
Well, stale possession there for the French Pro-Am team. Good defense along the top of the perimeter by the Greek Connect team to force the violation. Can they cash in now on the other end?
Terrence Cole with the basketball for the Greek Connect in the purple, trailing by 6. 5 minutes, 14 seconds left in the ball game. 3-point attempt off the back iron.
There's again a hustle play by Queen as he goes somersaulting into the crowd.
You gotta love that little 5'9" fire plug right there. Given everything he's got, he's gonna go to the bench here. Looks like he might need a little breather.
Yeah, Young's going to check out as well. Joins Taylor over there on the sidelines. I'm surprised we haven't seen him, Nick, to be honest. Nate Taylor, I thought, played a strong first half, but we haven't seen him much in the second.
Well, I think a lot of that. Nice shot there. Beautiful shot. Jarrell Marshall, a big shot there for the Greek Connect. I think a lot of that had to do with how well Jermon Queen was playing. Came off the bench, was doing a really good job. Why take him out? There's no reason to.
And Vilmont, too, has gotten extended minutes.
Yeah, there you go. The 2 backup players. But Manu Schmidt's gone back to his starters. He's got Kendall Williams back in the game and Nate Taylor, both the starting players. Kobe got fouled there for the French Connection. He's going to, French Pro-Am, going to go to the free throw line here.
Yeah, he's setting up shop at the free throw line, huh? He's been seemingly every other possession at the line. He's really earning his reputation as a banger.
Yeah, unofficially we're going to say he's 11 for 14, but that's unofficial. First free throw's up and in, increases the lead to 5. Second free throw's also there. 6-point lead for the French Pro-Am in the white. Greek Connection with the basketball in the purple, trailing by 6. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left in the game. Ray Anderson with the basketball for the Greek Connect. Greek Connect trying to move the basketball. Drives in, blocked by Frank Fidanga.
Nice pass.
Gets the ball out, laid in over the front rim by Brian Burdine.
Nice bounce pass by Vilmont for the assist.
Great job by Glenn Fidanga for the French Pro-Am. Blocked it, got the outlet pass. Brian Burdine, the length of the court, lays it up and over the front rim, increases the lead for the French Pro-Am to 8 points, 78-70 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Game number 1 on game day number 2 at the Global Basketball Summer League. Thank you for joining us here. I'm Nick Mattis along with Nick Anastas, and our sideline reporter who's done a fantastic job all day is Todd Bonacki. Boy, Todd's looking sharp today too, isn't he, Nick? He's got that tie on. That I don't know about the purple tie or the there's that pink tie. What do we got there? What color you got?
Well, he's got kind of a beige jacket and pants.
Yeah, looking real
with a light blue shirt, and then a red tie with white stripes.
Yeah, looking good. Yeah. Well, Nick, what's your thoughts here? What's the difference here? Was we come down 4 minutes, 12 seconds left in the game, plenty of time for the Greek Connection to get their offensive rolling again, and they seem to, about midway through the second quarter and all the way to the end of the third quarter, their offense was really running, but now they've kind of hit a wall.
Well, I think a couple of different things. One, we've seen the French Pro-Am team really play better as the game has gone on, really quarter by quarter on both ends of the floor. Kobe is a physical presence that, frankly, without Cullen Russo at 100%, I don't think the Greek Connect team can match.
Physically, yeah.
Plus, we're talking about Vilmont playing well and doing the little things that we talked about. DeCius has been a presence on both ends of the floor on the glass. And then the slashers have played well as well. Burdine, Williams, we talked about Taylor. And another difference maker at the point spot has been Jermon Queen.
Yeah.
So everybody up and down the roster right now is playing well. They're playing well with each other, and that might be too much right now for the Greek Connect team. We'll see. Still a lot of time to go, 4 minutes in this fourth quarter.
Well said. Well done, Nick Anastas. That's a mouthful. I swallowed it, though. It was perfect. Nice job there.
You're welcome.
We got a foul call here. Greek Connect going to go to the foul line here. Down by 8 points. These free throws will be critical here. If they're going to get back into the game, they're going to need to make their free throws. Going to the foul line is Gerald Marshall. Jarrell makes his first free throw. 3 minutes, 53 seconds left here in quarter number 4. Yes. Second free throw is good. That's going to make the score 78-72. We're going to see the full court pressure again by the Greek Connection. Smart play there by Terrence Cole.
Get the steal there? Oh,
they
yeah.
did get the steal.
Nice job.
Was able to throw the ball off of the defender. Greek Connect will get the basketball, trailing by 6 with 3:48 left. Terrence Cole with the basketball. Drives to the hoop. Tied up. Let's see what they're going to call.
You got to reach somewhere.
Carlos Peralta is going to call a foul on the shot.
It's on Fidanga.
Going to send Terrence Cole to the free throw line to get 2 shots. First shot for the Greek Connect player is off the back rim.
Well, Coach Gabriel's team still hanging around, but we've talked about it all tournament. Free throws, right? An opportunity here.
Terrence makes 1 out of 2.
Yep, 5-point game.
Full court pressure by the Greek Connect, broken nicely by the French Pro-Am. They push it up. Kobe went in for the dunk. It's off the first front rim. Here come the Greek Connect back the other way. Shots up and rolls off. Boy, Jeff Kobe went in for the hammer slam with the right hand. It just came up a little short there, Nick. Ball came off the front rim. Greek Connect came back quickly the other way in the transition game. Couldn't get a layup to go.
And now we got a foul on the rebound. It looks like that's going to award the basketball to French Pro-Am.
Full court pressure still applied here by the Greek Connect in the purple. Here comes the French Pro-Am in the white. Kendall Williams with the basketball is going to set up the offense here for the French Pro-Am. Leading by 5 points, 78-73 with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. Ball goes to Brian Burdine, drives the hoop, spin move with his left, hands it off to Jeff. Jeff Kobe misses the shot, 3-point attempt on the way, off the front rim, but Kobe gets the rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Excellent work on the glass there by Jeff Kobe.
Yeah, he's a beast right now, and here comes Russo back.
Speaking of beast, here comes
Cullen
Cullen Russo back.
Yep, he should be the answer on the other side because there's nobody that can box out Kobe right now, and he's working on another double-double after finishing with 22 and 11 in yesterday's matchup.
First free throw good by Jeff Kobe. Entering the game now for the Greek Connect with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left is their big man, Cullen Russo out of Fresno State. I think it's the right time. It's do or die right now. They're down by 6. Kobe's at the free throw line where he's done a fine job. unofficially 11 for 15, make it 12 for 16 from the free throw line. That's a lot of free throw attempts too. He's working real hard.
Right. He's drawing the whistles down low from sheer effort.
Terrence Cole with the basketball for Greek Connect, trailing by 7. Cole looking to get the ball to the answer, Ray Anderson, who nails a three-pointer.
Now, again, he's got a knack for timely buckets. He really does.
Well, you called him the answer, and now that's his nickname. We've given it to him. Nails the 3 to cut it to 4 points here with 2:37 left in the game. Kendall Williams with the basketball here for the French Pro-Am. Good maul movement. Brian Burdine with the basketball. Slips a little bit on the shot, but Kobe again with the rebound. And it looks like he's fouled.
Yeah.
And he will go to the free throw line again.
Yeah, he beat Russo for position. Russo then off balance, slammed into him. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I'd say, Kobe started strong. We didn't see him consistently in the middle of the game, but here in the fourth quarter, he has answered the bell for sure.
Yeah, and no free throws, Nick. I'm sorry about that. I thought they were in the penalty. It's going to be inbounded on the side court. French Pro-Am with the basketball and the lead. 4-point lead, 2:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Brian Burdine with the basketball. Almost lost it, gets it back. 3-point attempt blocked. Almost got the
heck of a play there by Boswell. He just landed out of bounds, unfortunately.
Yeah, he blocked the shot, Nick. Nice call.
Yeah.
Got the ball, but landed out of bounds, as you mentioned. French Pro-Am inbounding it. Kobe with the basketball. Backs his way in. Finds the open player. One more extra pass, and the lay-in for Nate Taylor. One extra pass.
They floated the double team over, and you're right. It went into unselfish mode at that point. 2 passes and a layup.
Caring is sharing, and there it was, right there. Beautiful job by the French Pro-Am. Ray the answer Anderson.
I'm telling you, timely buckets.
Shot over the middle there. Cuts the margin back to 4. 1 minute, 40 seconds left and counting.
Yeah, he's maybe the only guy on the floor that can really create his own shot consistently for the Greek Connect team.
French Pro-Am with the ball finds an open Jeff Kobe for the reverse layup.
Vilmont's starting to pile up assists, too. He's got 4 or 5 in the second half alone.
Outstanding game for Vilmont. Greek Connection again down by 6. The clock becoming their enemy here. Rebounded by Jeff Kobe.
Guess who? Right.
Minute 10 left and counting with a 6-point lead. Kendall Williams with the basketball for the French Pro-Am. Reach-in foul called on Jason Boswell.
Now, I'm not sure what the Global Summer Basketball League rules are in terms of the team fouls. I think at some point there are free throws. Nobody can foul out, of course, no individual. Well, I guess you foul out on 10, which is pretty rare. But yes, 10 team fouls, which is usually double bonus, and that's in the last 2 minutes only. Greek Connect with 9 team fouls right now with a minute to go.
Burdine with the basketball, step back 3 off the front iron. Again hustling for the offensive rebound is the French Pro-Am team.
Yeah, the defensive glass has been killing the Greek Connect team.
Vilmont's had an outstanding game, came up with the rebound after it got onto the floor. French Connect is going to be fouled here. The French Pro-Am, excuse me. Greek Connect had to foul. Time running down in the game, 36.8 seconds left. Trailing by 6, they had to stop the clock there, Nick. There was no doubt they had to foul. They have to get this game extended as long as they can. The clock is definitely their enemy right now. Anything they can do to extend the ball game here, which means foul, put the French Pro-Am team onto the foul line, hope that they miss free throws, which we've seen that happen a lot in these games, and try to come down and make their baskets.
Yeah, but it all may be too little too late, Nick, because the defensive glass has not been there in this fourth quarter. You know, you play defense for 23, 24 seconds, you force up a challenge shot, or you make the opponent take a contested shot, but all that is for nothing if you can't secure the defensive rebound. So, you know, credit Kobe, credit DeCius, credit a few of the bigs for Coach Schmidt, because they have really helped themselves by attacking the offensive glass and making it tough on the Greek Connect team to come back and erase this fourth quarter deficit.
I agree 100% with what you just said there. I think the difference has been the offensive rebounding here for the French Pro-Am late in the game here, especially at the end of the fourth quarter here. They've had 2 or 3 opportunities each time down the court.
Right.
For whatever reason, we don't really understand. You know, the players could be tired, but it also could be a will to win here. And this French Pro-Am team has come out. They've really showed a lot of heart and desire here. It started with the little point guard there, Jermon Queen. I think he ignited the team, came off the bench. He was just a fire plug out there, and I think it's carried over. And here's
Yeah, I agree. The effort was contagious. And Kobe, too, and, you know, Vilmon up and down the line. These guys have played with passion and, as Todd talked about earlier, NBA energy, and that seems to be the difference, at least in the second half.
Yeah. First free throw's good. Second free throw's up and good by Vilmont. That will increase the lead to 86-78 with just under 35 seconds left in the game and counting. Ray the Answer Anderson got to come down here for the Greek Connect. It's going to be a foul called on Kendall Williams. Maybe not a wise foul here by Williams. I don't think you should be wanting to stop the clock if you're the French Pro-Am. Greek Connect with the basketball, the side out here. 86-78 trailing. Is it three-point time? Do you need to start looking for three-pointers here, Nick, do you think? Anderson thinks so. The Answer shoots back rim. Tipped out, controlled by the French Pro-Am, fouled immediately by Terrence Cole of the Greek Connection, and that's going to send Nate Taylor to the free throw line.
A lot of smiles on the faces of the guys in white here. An effort win, I think, today for the French Pro-Am, and they're starting to smell it here with 19 seconds to go.
Yep, leading by 8 points, going to the foul line here. Nate Taylor. Strong effort by the whole French Pro-Am team. Coach Manu Schmidt made some adjustments, and I truly believe Jermon Queen came in off the bench and was the accelerator for the team. His energy, his effort, it became contagious during the game, and I think the whole team just thrived off of that energy that Queen came off the bench and gave him, and Kobe did a fantastic job on the boards as Vilmont and Glenn Fadanga did. There's a basket by the Greek Connect. They're not giving up. They're going to fight all the way to the end of the game. A quick foul here. 7.8 seconds left. Trailing by 8 points.
And it seems like this one's just about over. We talked earlier, Nick, about maybe the magic number for the winning team being between 85 and 90. Here they're sitting at 88, looking pretty good.
Another foul. Quick foul. And
now we got free throws.
There we go. Yep, we talked about it. So far in the games, Nick, we talked about it. Looking at the games, most of the teams have been average around, like you mentioned, 85 to 90 points. The highest scoring game yesterday was 95 points. But here again, the teams they're playing hard on defense, but it's a very fun game to watch. I mean, if you want to come down and see some good basketball, get down here to the Doolittle Community Center, the Global Basketball Summer League Tournament. This is game 1 of 4 games. We got 3 more coming on today. Nate Taylor at the free throw line makes his first one. Second one off the back rim. Here comes Jason Boswell for the Greek Connection. Pulls up for a three-point attempt. Off the back iron. Rebound by Nate Taylor, and that might do it right there. Final score, French Pro-Am 89, Greek Connection 80. Game number 1 here in the Global Basketball Summer League game day number 2. Coming up next is the Nevada Desert Storm versus the the Nevada Desert Storm versus the Scouting for You. That's a winner's bracket game. Both those teams won their first games. Whoever wins that game, Nick, will go to the championship game Sunday at 4 o'clock. So come on down here. Plenty of seats left, plenty of game to watch. 3 more games. Game number 3 today will be between the Canada Stars and the Windsor Express. That'll start approximately 2 p.m., followed by the other undefeated game, the winner's bracket game between Point Streak and the Finnish Select team. And I'm looking forward to that game. Both those teams have some really talented players. The winner of that game will move on to play the winner of the Nevada Desert Storm and the Scouting for You, 4 p.m. Sunday, Nick.
Yeah. Well, a lot on the line in the game coming up, but let's talk about the one that we just saw there. Competitive game, back and forth, but the difference in the fourth quarter was the offensive glass. Jeff Kobe, really another strong performance with a double-double. We'll take a look, if we can, at the final official stats. But a team effort, I felt like, up and down the line, and a good response to a tough loss from yesterday for Coach Schmidt's guys today.
Yeah. You know what? This is a game, we kind of call it a game where you got to show some heart.
Yeah.
You lost your first game, but boy, it'd be great, Nick, if we could come out and win games number 2 and 3 and win 2 out of 3 games here, because you never know, Nick. That first game that you lost to could be the team that goes on to win the tournament. So you could have said, hey, we lost to a really superior team. But a great effort by both teams today. I don't think the effort was any problem. If anything, I believe the energy that Jermon Queen gave the team just became
contagious.
Contagious, absolutely contagious. That was the word I was searching for. Thank you, Nick. And Kobe's offensive rebounding, Glenn Fidanga came in there. They were controlling the boards along with Ryan Belmont. It was just an effort that I think was, when you said the boys had smile on their faces, I really enjoyed that. The smile on their faces looked good. So I thought we were going to get a sideline report here from our main man here, Todd
I don't think it's happening. I think it's time to wrap it up.
Okay.
The powers that be are telling me.
No, well, hold on a minute. I'm going to give Todd a chance.
Oh, all right, here he goes.
Todd's done a fine job, and we're going to get an interview with possibly the player of the game. I would say Kobe could absolutely be the player of the game for the French Pro-Am team.
Well, we got some numbers in front of us here, and might as well take a look. First of all, you mentioned free throw shooting throughout the broadcast. Kobe ended up officially 15 of 18 at the line. That is impressive.
That's what I'm talking about, Nick.
A game-high 25 points and 12 rebounds. So he has been very good through 2 days. A couple of double-doubles in 2 games for Kobe, the former Columbia Lion.
And, looking a little deeper in that, their team as a total was 24 for 30 from the free throw line. So well done there.
Yep.
That's and you know what? I want to give a quick shout-out to the Greek Connect team. They did a nice job on the foul line today, too. 19 for 25 on the foul line for the Greek Connect team. So both teams played very well. It was a well-fought battle, went all the way to the end of the fourth quarter here, and the teams are warming up here on the court here for game number 2. That's the Nevada Desert Storm versus the Scouting for You, and both those teams want to win this game and get to the finals, which will be played here Sunday afternoon, approximately 4:15 p.m. And our man Todd Bonek, he's going to try to get a hold of the player of the game here we're looking for is Jeff Kobe. And Jeff Kobe, 6'9", 225 pounds, played for Columbia University. Did a great job on the offensive boards there late in the fourth quarter, giving the French Pro-Am team several second and third shot attempts throughout the game. And I think that was the difference in the game, was late there when the Greek Connect needed to secure the basketball. They were not able to get the basketball. The first shot was being missed by the French Pro-Am team, but not to be denied was Jeff Kobe got in there and got, I'm going to say, 4 or 5 offensive rebounds just right at the end of the fourth quarter. So hoping to get in a little interview with him, because definitely was a standout player. And boy, if we couldn't get him, I would love to get their little point guard. Jermon Queen came in off the bench and was just a fire plug. Nothing but NBA energy, according to Nick Bonacki, and I love that. Nick Bonacki came up with the NBA energy. So,
yeah, I'm not sure what we're waiting for here, but
I think we're waiting for Kobe, Jeff Kobe. But